what's going on today? Well, just finished up work, and now today I'm going to do an update video on this because everyone loves the Mustang. If you didn't see the video from yesterday, watch it. I did the first start with the new fuel injection system on the Mustang. Used the Holley sniper kit. I'd highly recommend it. What a difference. So today, as you can see, the front valence is coming off the Mustang. I accidentally ran it over when it was unbolted and had to order a new one. Hello, $100 from Rock Auto. So I'm not too worried though, because that was never original anyways. That was an aftermarket one. It was split in the front. So that's coming off today because I can't drive it until I fix that. I just topped off the transmission fluid, which is done. That, if you watched the video from yesterday, I had a little smoky incident over here, and that was actually the modulator valve on the transmission, the vacuum hose that goes to it, had laid down on it back here. It's real tight on here on these Mustangs when you put headers on them, so it wasn't strapped to the firewall properly, so I had to go ahead and do that. That's now done, and there's the modulator line there with a little tag on it. It says 2 modulators. Got to put a hose clamp on there. But yeah, that's so basically when I mentioned yesterday, I got a couple of questions. What do you mean by buttoning it up? You know, how come you didn't drive it? All that stuff. Well, I mean, this thing has sat for a long time, so I'm going to do a coolant flush on it. Make sure the coolant is good to go. Did some top off of the trans fluid. I still need to figure out a place to mount this dipstick, so if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. Right now I got it temporarily just tied to the AC line, but it's an awkward setup. This is the low car automatic transmission fluid dipstick, and it works really well. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get the plunger or the dipstick to go back in the tube all the way and seat correctly, because it has to follow a curve, so it's just a little annoying. So I might just find a factory dipstick tube and put it back on. When I got the car, there was no dipstick tube. It was plugged up down there. You can see where it goes into the transmission. I can zoom in right there. It's bolted in. So yeah, that's a little question for you guys, but everything else is good to go. I had mentioned also yesterday I'm going to put this in some loom, and I need to get some riser keepers on here to keep the spark plug wires off the valve covers. So that's what I mean by buttoning up. It's just little things that you got to do. I also got to bolt the fender back on. This is just kind of hanging here in the breeze. I got to set that and shim it. So that's what I'll be doing today. And then hopefully maybe by this afternoon, and if I do it, I'll put it in this video. I'll take it for a ride. So right now it's jacked up. I was down there doing the modulator valve connection. Here is the, I don't know if you guys saw it from the last video, but I got a little bit of sun now, so you can kind of see the interior is all put back together. That's the Holley sniper computer. And yeah, looking good. So just gonna keep going at it. So if you guys are restoring a classic car, man, comment. I like to hear it. I like to hear what you guys are working on. It's nice to have a little community here, even though my channel's not too big. I kind of like it that way, actually, because it's a little community of the same guys and some newcomers that are really wrenching on stuff and learning. You know, that's what it's all about. Working on these things is a learning curve. You know, I got into classic cars and I knew nothing about them, absolutely zero. And you know, grew up working on cars, of course, since I was a kid. But you know, you start to become a gearhead over time, and then you keep doing things enough, you start learning it, and then you just kind of start to get addicted to it. And honestly, this is a better addiction to have than some of the other addictions that are out there. So, you know, it is expensive. It's an expensive addiction, but it's a good one. So always be learning. You know, it's never, I never try to portray that I'm an expert on this channel ever. Always just try to do a good job and try not to half-ass things as much as possible. You know, understand that there's always budget that gets in the way sometimes, so you have to improvise certain times. But yeah, just a good little update video. If there's any more time left in the video after this, you'll know that I drove it, because that's going to be the only thing I add to this clip. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll say remember to subscribe and thumbs up just in case I don't drive it. But you guys have a good Friday. Have a beer. Alright guys, she's running. Got my partner. Got the Mustang. Take it for a drive. Ready, buddy? Having fun? Only time you're ever going to be allowed in here, so enjoy it. So it's running really good. I got the idle dialed in. I got the cooling system ready to go with the automatic kick on of fan 1 and fan 2. And it's got some serious throttle response. It makes that carburetor look like the biggest piece of crap in the world, and man, I'm just telling you, just the reliability of it starting back up after you shut it off and it's been hot, epic. So I'm loving it. Here's a new house that my in-laws are building. Big old monster. Right, buddy? So yeah, just the throttle response is extremely crisp. That's the one thing I can note with this, is that that's the biggest difference I've seen. It also doesn't smell as bad. It doesn't smell like a lawnmower, which is awesome. And it's just an all-around good upgrade. And it's nice to finally see the Mustang on its own power. Yeah guys, hope you enjoyed this. Remember to subscribe and comment, and I'll get you on the next video. Later.